when one pair reaches 5 points. Now this is surprising for me because it was Lin Gaoyuan who put the side spin on this time. And then Ma Long with a big shot here after a beautiful under-the-table shot. And Lin Gaoyuan plays it very cautiously, arcing it to the baseline. A slower shot, allowing a bit of a counter.
It looked like it might be a shot of hesitance, but actually that was quite calculated from Lin Gaoyuan.
It worked out. Oh, not so many people can play a touch shot close enough to the table that Ma Long's uncomfortable. But quite frankly, it's because Ma Long was a step behind the table. Surprise from Fan Zhendong.
Just gets the bat right underneath the ball there with barely any contact, barely any tension. Just gorgeous.
1-2.
Now this is the second time Ma Long's found himself in the final of a doubles. He got to the final of the star contender Ljubljana where he was playing with Yuan Lichen. They lost to Lin Shidong and Zhang Peng in 5 games. Doesn't want it to happen again here against Fan and Wang. A tougher pair to beat.
3-1.
So again, in the final game of this match to take the title, 12 of the last 16 points have been won by the defending champs in red.
4-1.
The younger pair that we have to imagine will be at the Olympic Games as part of the team, and as many fans suspect, in singles as well. But it depends. The next several months have a lot of major events. I know for the women's event that will determine who goes to the Olympics. Ooh.
2-4.
Bit of side spin here, the touch play. It's funny, when I think of touch, when I think of feeling, if I had to put him in order of ranking on court right now out of the 4 players, nice recovery attempted here. That one, imagine if he had just hit that around the net off an edge. Not a common one. Patrick Baum, I think, did that back in the day.
3-4.
But I was going to say, in terms of touch, Lin Gaoyuan's an incredible player. But out of these 4, I'd put him as the number 4 based on touch alone.
I'd put him or Wang as number 4.
Interesting. It's the beauty of subjectivity and opinion. And the pace once again. Ma Long able to reach out in front and add that early time pressure to take it closer to the table.
Block was good. The forehand from Fan was ferocious, but on his tiptoes, compact backhand of Ma Long out in front again.
And he added the topspin this time around, really came over the ball. The finisher catches the edge, but Lin Gaoyuan goes deep, and they will switch sides and order of play. Really an incredible rally. Fan Zhendong forced to play a little bit of a curtsy shot there from the baseline of the table. And touch and ground, the Dark Knight gets as low as can be. Fans casting their votes not on WorldTableTennis.com, but also, or not only I should say, but also here in the arena, the Infinity Arena. 4 serving 5, new receiver now. Almost comes over, but stays on their side, the senior pair.
Wasn't affected by the Ma Long topspin that much. Here you see it. Fan Zhendong not just relying on the rubber to do all the work, but actually using quite a lot of body to send the ball deeper there against that load.
And in all fairness, these players never really do rely on the rubber in that sense.
Yeah.
Touch play. In some senses, they've worked incredibly hard to learn how to carry it. I think we've seen some of the top European players try out Chinese setups and
100%.
realize it's not the type of thing you can just pick up overnight if you've been playing for decades with the European setup.
But sometimes against a loaded topspin, you kind of freeze up a little bit. Whoa.
The defense on the red side of the table. Forehands being tested from the middle from Ma Long and Lin Gaoyuan, and 6 points apiece. The rips here. Nice recovery. Fan Zhendong with a bit of side spin, just brushing that ball.
That was gorgeous, wasn't it?
I was attracted.
Me too. Swipe right on that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not being a great wingman right now, Fraser. We got to pick different shots to pursue here. A lot of conversation, no yellow cards given out just yet. Ooh,
7-6.
almost a bit of double happiness. That net and the edge so close. The whisper there. Little eyebrow raise from Fan Zhendong. I love the camaraderie between the players. When you think about who's at the top of the game right now, it's these two right here. While there could be a rivalry, there's just such community and team spirit within the Chinese national team. It's partially cultural, but it's partially practiced within the team as a team. The touch right near the baseline. When have you seen this body language from Wang Chuqin ever? For me, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it has been. He's a perfectionist, Wang Chuqin. He's actually a hothead, a player who's received a ban in the past, but now, I mean, really acting as a captain at such a young age and carrying the pressure so well in some big matches.
And that's really when he's rose to the popularity that he's at now. It's because of that change after getting his hand slapped and being taken out of the game.
7-8.
And sometimes that's what it takes. Insubordination for Zhang Jike comes back from the B team and wins the World Championships. Imagine not being one of the top 26 players to represent your country. 26. Of course, that's not just based on skill, it's based on behavior and showing respect. Lesson well learned, quickly turned around.
9-7.
This gets tough at the business end of the game. Lin Gaoyuan and Ma Long have had their opportunities. They fought the good fight. They got to 5 first. But the defending champs looking for a three-peat here. Soft touch from both players. The responsibility on Lin Gaoyuan to make that touch shot, and Ma Long quite dependable in the touch play. As short as can be, makes it a 1-point game. Second serve, no timeout. Here it is. If not now, then when? You can't take it with you. There's no rollover. And for Fan Zhendong, there's no other event to be played, so it's not like he can take the timeout and inch on 2 in a match. It's a little conversation for the pair that's closer to the finish line and has 2 titles to their name already in this event. For the whispers of secrets during the water break here. Time is called. Back from their timeout, a reminder that Wang Manyu will be battling against the Olympic champion. These two have quite a rich history, and it'll be a rematch that we've been waiting for. Wang Manyu and Chen Meng looking sharp. Again, Chen Meng doing everything she can. For me, is in just sort of a lighter state than I've ever seen her at a major event. You will not want to miss that rematch between 2 of the most celebrated in the game in the women's singles semifinals to follow. But crunch time now, back from their timeout. The backhand spinning, Lin Gaoyuan with an awkward ball. He didn't rip it, but he spun it from inside the table at an awkward pace.
He came into it so quickly. The last thing you were expecting was a shot with so much arc.
Completely on the same page, and you could imagine Wang Chuqin just the same, and that ties it up. 2 in a row on receive for Ma Long and Lin Gaoyuan, and now they've got a chance to serve out the title. Serve with Lin Gaoyuan, the Dark Knight. He serves long, and Wang Chuqin, as quick as can be, puts this one to waste.
If that served as the trick, we're calling Lin Gaoyuan a genius. But look at that for a response from Wang Chuqin.
Gutsy, daring, and they've paid the price. It is championship point. But they survive. Hanging on by a thread, deuce in game number 5, the decider. What are you thinking, Fraser?
I'm not thinking anything apart from just how amazing this is.
Play.
It's something. Interestingly here, Ma Long, the taller of the two in that moment. Must win by 2. Fan Zhendong sets up championship point once again for Wang Chuqin and Fan Zhendong.
Serves will alternate here. Serves back with Ma and Lin. And it'll be Ma Long this time to serve.
No three-peat, not yet. Another deuce point. It is not over, but still hanging on by the bottom rung. To go this far, to come this close to a title, it's a carrot on a string that keeps moving away from you. Will it motivate? Will it be a three-peat? Fan Zhendong serve as Wang Chuqin gives his signal for what he wants. The placement, Ma Long deep to the backhand corner, shuts down the step-around attack from Fan Zhendong, and it sets up a championship point for Ma Long to get his first WTT title.
The way they've controlled has been so remarkable in the last couple of points here. It's been Wang and Fan doing the attacking, but focused on placement over power, and they've got their match point.
The save! This took some incredible, I would say, calculation to slow down. Fan Zhendong in this rally is so far out in the backhand. A few of these shots look sure to finish the entire match.
Unbelievable. This one here, the reach from Wang Chuqin.
Can we acknowledge Fan Zhendong just did a 360, and when he comes back, he has to hold his ground. He was moving the opposite way, freezes, and plays a slow spinny forehand from his hip. Crazy rally. 4th towel break, 3rd deuce point. Surprising for me.
Will we see a timeout? Because they've still got theirs left, Ma and Lin. We've seen it when you've won a point a few times this event and then gone to call it.
I think they already used theirs.
Oh, they used it?
I think they did.
Forgive me, too much adrenaline.
You are forgiven. Adrenaline, understandable. We're all feeling it right now. Championship point once again for the senior-most pair serving. They take it! Ma Long and Lin Gaoyuan have managed to shut down the back-to-back defending champions, the world champions. Who will play at the Olympic Games? Nobody knows yet, but Ma Long and Lin Gaoyuan, the Dark Knight and the Captain, the Dragon, the Dictator, the greatest of all time, Ma Long have taken the title despite it being right there on the fingertips of their opponents, 14-12.